As a child growing up in Marquette in the 60s, it was very common for children to grow up here, to be trained through an excellent school system, to seek out options, to learn a trade, to contribute new skills, new value to the community, maybe go to Northern Michigan University and learn how to do something very interesting, only to find out when they were done with that experience, with those experiences, that there was no opportunity waiting for them, that there was no jobs, nobody was hiring, and that if they wanted to use the skills they'd made the early investment in, they had to go somewhere else. So in effect, Marquette, during my lifetime, had frequently been a place where the most valuable assets we had, our youth, were trained to create and help build an economy that we exported somewhere else to the benefit of some other economy. And that simply has to change.
The idea started to be discussed about would there be a way to really create a partnership between the existing Smartzone in Houghton and Hancock and Marquette. I was hired as a consultant by the MTech Smartzone to see if we could make that happen. And lucky for us, the state of Michigan a couple of years ago approved legislation that allows existing Smartzones to pick a partner called a satellite. And we're using that legislation to expand the Smartzone to Marquette.
All the Smartzones were funded for about 15 years. The next stage of funding opportunity is really to create a satellite Smartzone. And basically a satellite Smartzone is something that we would help another community establish in their community, but it would be self-standing. There wouldn't be funding that goes back and forth. It would be something for your community. And it allows us in Houghton to continue our funding for another 15 years, and it gives you an opportunity to duplicate the success that some of the other Smartzones in the state have put together.
The city of Marquette, in order to become a satellite Smartzone, first must find an existing Smartzone as a sponsor. We've done that. The MTech Smartzone in Houghton and Hancock has requested the city of Marquette to become a satellite. So that's step one.
The opportunity to put a satellite between Houghton and Marquette is just beyond just the funding and the individual community. I think that from a Marquette perspective, we have engineering and technology and research that's going on at Michigan Tech that is very interesting to not only ongoing concerns, but people who are interested in starting a technology company here in Marquette. What we're interested in Marquette is the sophistication of the funding opportunities you have, and also, the programs at Northern Michigan produce a different kinds of skill than we produce at Michigan Tech. So our hope is that we are able to create synergy between the two Smartzones, and both communities really win from creating a satellite and having a partnership.
Well, certainly a Smartzone satellite in Marquette would provide opportunities to staff, faculty, and students that doesn't currently exist locally. It'll do things, we hope, that will potentially capture some of those ideas that are coming out of the university and keep them locally. This adds another layer to the entrepreneurial ecosystem that we don't have. And every layer of the ecosystem, we know from studies like the Kauffman Foundation, the exposure to entrepreneurs it encourages entrepreneurism in and of itself.
I think there are many benefits from a collaboration between the city of Marquette, this region, our institutions like Northern Michigan University, some of the current technology companies that already exist in the city and in the region, and Houghton, Hancock, and Michigan Tech University. There's a confluence or a kind of an intersection, a growing intersection of capacities in life sciences, in business, information technology, green infrastructure, where the programs of Northern Michigan University, Michigan Tech University, Michigan State University, and some of the businesses in both communities really play off of one another in interesting ways. And we are already creating collaborations between those partners to create new economic opportunity, jobs, and businesses.
And so from the university's perspective, we've got quite a few programs right now. We've got a minor in entrepreneurism. We have a number of programs that offer classes in entrepreneurism. And so it'll maybe, hopefully, take that student who's participated in the business plan competition and give them the support and nurturing necessary to take them to the next step, to open a business, to stay in Marquette, to raise their family.
In the last year since we've been working on this partnership, there have been several investments and business partnerships forged between Marquette and Houghton and Hancock Smartzone companies and clients. So I'm very optimistic that this could be a very important tool for shaping the future economy of this region.
If we don't take advantage of this, I assure you, the world isn't a chivalrous place. Every other community similar to Marquette, any size, anywhere on the planet, is focusing on this same challenge. And if we fail to take advantage of the opportunities provided to us, I assure you, they won't stop and wait until we're organized. We need to create economic opportunity. We need to provide opportunities for our youth, for all the people in the community, to pursue lifestyles, make good livings, high-paying wages, and an opportunity to reinvest that in our community and improve our overall quality of life.